Hello. There we go. Oh my god. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm sorry for the delay. I basically had to move my entire setup to a different room. And obviously I hadn't set up the microphone properly. I did it in a bit of a rush, trying to get everything ready to go for everyone. So yeah, I hope you're all okay. I hope you can finally hear me. I hope you can finally see me and stuff right now. Technical difficulties, music, that's what we need right now, isn't it? But obviously we haven't got that. But yes, welcome to the stream. Welcome to FPL, mate, your best mate for Fantasy Premier League content for the 2020-21 season. My name's Dan. And it's time to do, I guess, a little deadline stream because we've got an early kickoff on Friday. I didn't really have time to get a video out today that you guys would have seen in time. So I thought I'd do a stream instead. And then we could just have a little chat. We can have a look at how I'm setting up because obviously a lot of you guys have been asking me sort of James Rodriguez, he's now injured, isn't he? So what are we going to be doing about James Rodriguez? So the latest news on that, and I'll start on this, I may as well start on this. The latest news is that actually James Rodriguez has done some partial training today, so there is a very slim chance that he might be ready to play by Sunday when Everton play. So there's still a good chance that James Rodriguez plays. So I'm hoping that some of you guys saw my messages I've sort of put around. I've tried to reply to some comments. I put it on Twitter. I was never planning on removing James Rodriguez from my team. Hopefully most of you guys didn't remove James Rodriguez. If you're on a wild card, you might want to think about bringing him back in, potentially, maybe. Kind of up to you really on that one. But yes, I am going to be starting with James Rodriguez. Obviously there's still a good chance that he doesn't play. Let me scroll down for you guys and you'll be able to see that on my bench I do have Saint-Maximin there waiting in reserve. So that's kind of why I made sure that I spent not a lot of money but a little bit of money on at least one of my subs just to have that cover because we're in kind of a little bit of unpredictable times. There's going to be games called off for coronavirus. There's going to be obviously injuries always going to happen during international breaks, which we've just come off of one. And so I think it is sensible to have bench players that you're at least fairly comfortable with playing. Obviously you would rather not play them, you'd rather play your main starting 11, but I think it's nice to have one guy who is okay on your bench. I'm not saying Saint-Maximin is anything amazing, but he was a really good price at 5.3 million, so he's been put there just in case situations like this where James Rodriguez, you say he is injured for this game week. Saint-Maximin comes in for 1 week. I don't have to worry about using one transfer to take James Rodriguez out of my team, another transfer to bring him back in next week or the week after or whenever he's back. I don't want to waste two transfers. That's two transfers is a lot, isn't it? Really, over the course of the season, you get 37 free transfers across the whole season, and you want to use two to just do a bit of ping pong with James Rodriguez. I'm not about that life, I don't think. So yeah, he stays in. It has. Obviously, I've said in videos already this week that I'm really confident about my team going into this week. I do think it is looking pretty good, but I don't know. There's something about that yellowness on James Rodriguez that makes me say, ugh. There's a chink in my armour. There's a chink in my armour right there, and the rest of the team are looking really good. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this game in particular. Obviously, I've got three players playing: Martinez, Ayling, and Jack Grealish, all going to be playing in the kickoff, which is in about 1 hour and 20 minutes time. But yeah, I think overall looking good. I mean, I do still have a free transfer. I don't think I need to use it unless you guys have any strong opinions that I should be using my free transfer. I think I'm happy to save it for this week. Like I said, Saint-Maximin is there in reserve, and I'm pretty sure I know it's not ideal having to play Grealish against Ayling, but the alternative is to play Calvert-Lewin and Rodriguez against Kyle Walker-Peters, and I prefer to play Grealish against Ayling. And I do think that Leeds have the better chance of getting a clean sheet in this game. I do think that. But mixed thoughts. I'm hedging my bets a little bit. Will Grealish come away with the points? Will Ayling come away with the points? Will neither of them come away with the points? I think a 0-0 draw probably suits me the most in this game. But obviously if Jack Grealish gets 3 goals or something like that, even though it will leave Ayling on like 1 point, that is going to mean plenty of points for Grealish. So. But yeah, I do think there's definitely points in the initial game. I think there's plenty of points. As you can see, I'm not sure if some of you guys watched my captain's video that I put up yesterday, but I have decided to go for Salah in the end. over Harry Kane, but really tough decision, that one, really. So if you guys are going for, Harry Kane, if you guys are going for Heung-min Son, if you are going for Sadio Mane, if some of you guys have Sadio Mane in your team, I wouldn't blame you. I don't think any of those are bad captaincy picks at all, and I'd be fully confident going into this game with Salah captain, with Mane captain, with Kane captain, with Son captain. I'd be very comfortable going into this game with any of those guys. And then of course on the captaincy video, I might as well do a quick refresher. My other choice in that captain's video was Aguero. So if you guys have Aguero in your team, could be a really nice differential going into this game with Aguero. I think he's still at something like 2% ownership, which is like nothing, right, guys? Crazy times if you do own Aguero, and that could be a real booster to your rank. I do remember a couple of times last season when Aguero was pretty low ownership, and some of my friends in my mini league brought Aguero in. I can't remember who the game was against. It was someone like Norwich or Bournemouth. They brought Aguero in, they captained him, and I think Aguero got something like 20 points. The captain paid off, doubled the 20 points, up to 40 points, and suddenly these guys who had taken the initiative to bring Aguero in and captain him when not a lot of people had Aguero, not a lot of people were captaining Aguero, they just shot up in the rank, and that really can happen very easily. Aguero is one of those players who can shoot your rank up, but I'm not fully convinced he's the best captain for this game week. If I'm talking purely who's going to get the most points, my mind goes to Salah. My mind does go to Salah. So that's who I'm going to be picking for this game week. But yeah, really excited for this game week, guys. I'm really genuinely excited. Off the back of a really strong game week, obviously 86 points last week. I should probably update my rank in the... Is it there for you guys? Right there, where it says my rank. I am like 3,000 places higher than that one, which was a predicted overall rank. I'm a little bit higher than that. Let's open up the screen a little bit so you can see everything in its glory and see my full screen. You can see my beautiful kits. The kits, by the way, on my fantasy team. I'm a bit of a geek for fantasy football, and I do like doing like the kits for my team. The kits, of course, are the exact colours of my channel. I literally went out and found the exact hues, the code for the hues of the colours from my channel, and I put them on my fantasy team's kit. I love doing stuff like that. It's the little things, guys. It's the little things. With that, I guess long intro, me talking non-stop for a little bit. Let's go to the chat. See what you guys are saying. Do you have any questions? Anything you would like me to talk about right now? Please do pop it in the chat right now, and we'll have a look. But yeah, aside from that, I hope everyone is doing really well today. I hope we're all feeling very confident and positive about this game week, as I am. How many of you guys are in here today? So we've got 700 of you almost in here. Thank you very much for joining me. Please do leave a like if you are enjoying the stream so far. It's really super helpful, guys, when you leave those likes, so do consider doing that. And of course, subscribe if you are new around here. So I'm going to start reading some of your many comments. Let's go through. Okay, so Frederick Plant, will Mitchell play for Crystal Palace? Now this is an interesting one because obviously there is a good chance that Van Aanholt is going to be back for this game week. So there's a chance that Mitchell doesn't play this game week. So if you do have Mitchell in your starting lineup, please do be aware that there's a very strong chance he doesn't play. This might be the end of him as a viable first choice player in your team. He had a very good few weeks run though. Okay, Kane or Salah captain? I think I've spoken a little bit about that. I think Salah has the slight edge, mostly just because I think Liverpool are going to keep a clean sheet. Salah as a midfielder will get the extra point for a clean sheet. I think both Kane and Salah will score this game week, but obviously Salah gets the extra point for a goal, and I think it's that little thing that is sort of has made me go for Salah in the end. I know it seems very obvious, and you should be considering this stuff anyway, but yeah, I'm trying not to get blinded by Kane. I know he's doing really well, but he does get less points. And therefore in the game of FPL, he gets less points for exactly the same output as Salah. So really important to keep that very fresh in your mind at all times. Okay, so leave Rodriguez out or nah? I think if you have James Rodriguez in your squad, if you haven't transferred him out, if he's still kicking around in your team, I think you should. I do think you should leave him in your starting 11. That's what I'm going to be doing. And if he doesn't play, I do think it's probably going to be a case of he either starts the game or he doesn't play at all. I think it's got to be surely a case of is he fit or is he not fit? Is there going to be an in-between stage where he plays maybe like 10 minutes? I don't think so. If Rodriguez doesn't start the game and Everton go 2-0 up against Southampton, something like that, which is kind of likely to happen, I guess. Is Ancelotti really going to throw on James Rodriguez, knowing that he's got a bit of an injury? I don't think he'll do that. I don't see why he would do that. So it is going to be a case of all or nothing with James Rodriguez. I mean, in my personal opinion, obviously, there's no definites here. I am predicting this. And if that is the case, then that's fine. The first guy on my bench, which is Alain Saint-Maximin, will simply come onto the field for me. So if you have James Rodriguez, I would strongly consider just leaving him in your starting 11, just in case he does play, because I do think there is a good chance that he does start the game. From what I've read, from what I've listened to, from what I've seen so far. Anyway. Okay, so a few people asking about Sterling as a potential captain I've seen in here. So, yeah, I mean, I think you can potentially go for Sterling as a potential captain. I think it's slightly riskier than some of the other choices. If you do have Liverpool players and Tottenham players in your team, I probably would make sure you know for sure that you're not going to go for one of them. If we're talking purely on fixtures, if that's your consideration, I don't think any of them have particularly good fixtures. West Ham are a little bit of a stubborn team. Burnley are sort of improving a little bit and can be a bit of a stubborn team to play against. Sheffield United, their defensive stats actually do look pretty good, but obviously they have got got the major injury of O'Connell there, so O'Connell's not going to be playing. So yeah, I think that's probably another reason why I'm edging towards a Liverpool player, to be honest, because out of West Ham away, Burnley away, or Sheffield United at home, who as a player would you look most likely to play against? What team would you score the most against? Those two away teams or Sheffield United at home? Probably say Sheffield United at home, to me, seems like the best fixture. Just about. So yes, I see Amir. Bro, this week no transfer. No transfer for me this week. No, I don't think so. I don't think I really need to make a transfer. And no point in wasting a transfer. As Okora games, everyone just keep James. Don't waste a transfer if he doesn't play. Just make sure your bench is ready, and that's so important. And in these last minutes, running up towards I guess the deadline, just make sure your bench is in the right order. Make sure that you're happy with the order in which your bench is. You should be all good. So, that's all I can advise you guys, I suppose. Make sure your bench is in order if you have got James Rodriguez and you're happy with the first guy on your bench. If you've got like a couple of injuries, say you've got De Bruyne as well in your team and you're stretching a little bit, then yes, fair enough, you may want to make a transfer to, maybe take Kevin De Bruyne out, maybe take... I wouldn't take James Rodriguez out. I would consider taking Kevin De Bruyne out if you have both of them and you've got a couple of injuries and you are getting a little bit worried that maybe you won't have a starting 11 this game week. You do want to have a starting 11 in any given game week. That is kind of important. Even Panudi, thank you so much for the super chat donation. Thank you, mate. End SARS. Yes, absolutely. Hashtag end SARS, guys. It's I don't want to get too political in these streams, but there is some stuff that that are worth bringing out, and a lot of people know about. So yeah, go search the hashtag end SARS, and check that out, guys. Because it's an important world issue. Okay, so Seri Jones, which two would you play out of Grealish, Barkley and DCL? Oh, okay, that's tough. I mean, you have a good problem, I guess, Seri Jones, because obviously in an ideal world you'd want to be playing all three of those, and maybe your bench is slightly stronger than it should be, because really we don't really want to be having these questions to ask ourselves every game week. But since you asked the question, I would opt to go for Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Grealish and drop Barkley. But again, Barkley is a nice option to have. I would quite like Barkley in my starting 11. But out of those three, who are the three best players? As it's Grealish and Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Barkley, very good chance of getting some goal contributions today, of course. But Grealish he's the man over there at Aston Villa, isn't he? Please, should I take a hit to get Calvert-Lewin to replace Bamford? I don't know if that's necessarily worth a hit. But I mean, potentially, yeah, you could do that. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really a big fan of taking a hit for something like that. I'm not sure. Please help, I am on a wildcard. Werner / Lamptey or Morpay / Robertson. I think I prefer... Ooh, that's tough. I think I prefer Morpay / Robertson for those two. A few people asking Neil Morpay for captaincy. Yeah, I accidentally said... I say accidentally said I've spoken about the idea of captaining Morpay in this game week. I'm never actually going to do it. But I don't think. I think, yeah, obviously there's a chance of him getting some goals, but is he worth captaining? He's too risky. Just go for one of your premium options, surely, guys. I'm guessing you have sort of Salah, Mane, Son, Kane in your team. Captain one of them guys, surely, over Morpay, just because they're better players. I know someone just said, I can't find the comment now, but wait, Captain Salah, aren't Sheffield United good? If you go by last season, yeah, Sheffield United were looking really good, but they are going through, I guess, a little bit of a second season syndrome. And Sheffield United are struggling. Can't get my words out today. They are struggling a little bit so far this season. So yeah, no, I do think there's no problem with captaining a Liverpool player at home. Remember as well. So yeah, I do think there's some points to be had there. Some say Zaha captain, no, that's far too up there. Triple captain Robertson, no, don't be triple captaining. And typically you don't want to captain a defender either. Martinez or Ryan in goal. Now that is tough. I would not want to have that decision to make. Both of them are good, mate. I don't want to tell you Martinez or Ryan because they're both great options and they both could easily score. And if I get it wrong, you're gonna blame it on me. And there's a good chance I would be wrong because that is a real 50-50 chance. I don't want to commit either way. Go for Wilson or Morpay. Based on this game week, you go for you go for Morpay, don't you? Morpay up against West Bromwich Albion, of course, at home. Definitely some goals in that game, isn't there? And you would think if anyone's scoring goals in that game, Morpay is the most likely goal scorer, isn't it? So yes, I would go for Morpay over Wilson for this game week. Anyway, longer term, to be honest, longer term, even a few game weeks ahead, I would still go for Morpay. It's just my preference. Mitchell or Lamptey for this game week, I would go for Lamptey just because I don't know for sure that Mitchell is going to play this game week. Just Van Aanholt is back and fit, so Lamptey obviously he's always got assist potential, clean sheet potential in a game against West Brom. Really nice fixture. So yeah, if you do have Lamptey, I think you've got to strongly consider playing him this game week over some of your other guys. A few other people asking, a lot of people asking about potentially going for a triple captain. I sort of say this every single stream, and I'll keep saying it every stream. Don't triple captain. If you've clicked on triple captain on your teams right now, cancel it. Go back onto your team selection. Open up your phone, open up your laptop, whatever you're doing. Open it up. Click back on that triple captain again and cancel it because we don't want to be using our triple captains right away until the sort of later stage of the season when we've got some double fixtures. You always want to use your triple captain if you can on a double fixture. It gives you twice the amounts of the chances of your captain scoring. Use it on a double game week. We won't know about double game weeks for a good few weeks yet. Just avoid using triple captains at all costs, guys. So yes, and for anyone who is asking who to captain, just look on the screen, guys, and you can see who I've captained. If you agree with it, then go for one of those guys, my vice captain or my captain. If you don't agree with it, then don't go for it. That's absolutely fine. My advice is Salah, but it could be wrong. Could easily be wrong. Could be Kane as the better choice. Could be Mane. Could be Son. Not sure, guys. Not sure. I am going to go for Salah. And I think you guys will struggle to change my mind on that. But you're welcome to give it a go. So Bamford or Watkins for this game, I would probably opt just about go for Watkins for this game. Go for Bamford over Watkins for this game week if you have both. Mitrovic or Morpay for this game week, again I'll go for Morpay. I'll keep talking about how much hyping up Morpay for this game against West Brom. Do think that is that's going to be good. Should I start Chilwell or Dallas from James Dicker? I would probably go for Chilwell. Oh, that's tough. That's a tough question. Yeah, I don't envy you guys. I can understand why you come over to this stream with some questions because, yeah, obviously there are some difficult questions. Sell Bruno to buy Mane and take a hit? No, I don't think I would do that, to be honest. I would keep Bruno in my team over Mane. Well, I mean, obviously Mane is probably the better player to have in your fantasy team, but for a hit, no, I would keep Bruno because Bruno always gets points, whether he's playing well or if he's playing poorly. He always seems to get the points. So when you've got sort of like even like penalties and stuff, Bruno always gets points. So stick with Bruno. I don't think I'll be in any rush to take out Bruno. Keep him in your team, guys. Wilson or Morpay, I've answered this a lot of times, but I'll answer it again. Morpay is the guy for me. Zaha for captain? No way. Get out of here with Zaha for captain. No, I'm not entertaining that one. Riaz, David, triple captain Van Dijk. That's harsh. That's mean. That is really mean. Oh, poor Van Dijk. Yeah, that sucks for Liverpool. It sucks for Van Dijk to be an injury like that is not something that you want in your career. So, yeah, that's really not good. Mings for James, yeah, potentially you could do. I mean, if you guys are looking to bring in a Aston Villa defender for this game week, maybe you haven't made your transfer yet. If you want to bring in an Aston Villa player for this game week, a defender anyway, I would have a look at Target because Target is a lot cheaper than Mings. He's now even cheaper than Konsa. He's sort of, he's a left wing back. Well, I guess a left back, but he's sort of getting quite far up the pitch and stuff, and he's creating a little bit, which sort of he's offering a little bit more than Mings and Konsa in my opinion, and he's cheaper. So yeah, have a look at Target. Obviously Aston Villa doing really well defensively at the moment, and we've got some really nice fixtures as well. So if you are looking for a defender, have a look at Target. I think at Aston Villa, I think he could be a good option for you guys. Why don't you start Walker Peters over Ayling? Because I think the chance of Everton scoring against Southampton is much higher than the chance of Aston Villa scoring against Leeds. I prefer Leeds as a defensive team, and I prefer Everton as an attacking team, which lends me to say, I go for Ayling, right? I do think Walker Peters potentially has a higher chance of getting a different kind of goal contribution. So maybe I'm wrong, but. Yeah, no, I think I prefer Ayling. I'm not sure I'd want to be playing Walker Peters, but I think I might even need to take out either Ayling or Walker Peters because I'm regularly finding myself in a situation where I'm trying to decide the best of the worst, basically between Ayling and Walker Peters, because they're not getting FPL points, and that's what we need at the end of the day. Whether I like the player or not, whether they're playing really well, whether they're looking likely to get clean sheets, they've got to get points. Even if they look really likely to get clean sheets, but they're not getting those clean sheets, I've got to ship them on and stop my loyalties, I guess. Dan Bowen's going from Reece James to Matt Target, so yeah, there you go. Good. Glad to see some of you guys going for Matt Target because I do think he's a good option. I'm thinking basically my thought process is that I'm gonna within the next couple of game weeks I'm gonna remove one of Ayling or Walker Peters and I'm gonna replace him with Vladimir Kufal, who I will not stop hyping up. I know he's like super differential. I know not a lot of people are speaking about Vladimir Kufal, and that's why he's on such super low ownership. But West Ham are looking actually not bad defensively. Despite the fact that they've had some horrible fixtures, their fixtures after I think it's game week 8, their fixtures completely swing. Their fixtures suddenly look amazing, particularly on the defensive side of things. And you know what? I might as well bring it in front of the screen so you guys can have a look. I am really thinking. Right, I think we could get in on the West Ham defence here. I think that might be an okay option to go for. And then who am I going to go for in the West Ham defence? I'm looking at Kufal. Let's bring it up. Still only 4.5, up to 0.2% owned now, which is still super differential. But if you look at his fixtures, Man City obviously tough this game week. Liverpool, that's tough, especially away from home in game week 7. But from game week 8, Fulham, that's very nice. Sheffield United, that's very nice as well. Aston Villa, not sure. Man United, not sure. Leeds, not bad. Crystal Palace is good. You know, Brighton, Southampton and Everton, West Brom there, Burnley. So sort of long term, I wouldn't be playing him every single week. I'd be rotating him in and out of my team. So there's some really nice fixtures there that I'd like to target, and I'd like to have Kufal in my team for. He's sort of, if you guys are not too sure on what kind of a player he is, so he's just signed from a team in the Czech league. What's it? Is it Slavia Prague? I think it's Slavia Prague in the Czech league. Same same league and same country. As they got Souček from. He's obviously done really well. Kufal is going to be the nailed on. Is he a right back? Yeah, he is a right back. I was confused myself there. He's going to be the nailed on right back at West Ham. I don't see him dropping out of the team, but basically he is strong defensively. But what is really impressive about him is he's really, really hard-working player, and he loves to get up and down the pitch, loves to bang in a cross as well. So I think there's going to be some definite potential there for a few assists. I mean, he's already got an assist. If you look in his history, he already got an assist. That was the own goal in the end at Tottenham. He did get the assist off the own goal, I guess. But if he's doing that kind of thing, if he's banging in those crosses, then that looks good. West Ham, I do think, are going to start to get some clean sheets. In the coming game weeks, definitely got to be some clean sheets in there. They already got one against Leicester there. How many? Do they get any other clean sheets? Let's look at Cresswell just to see if they've got any other clean sheets. So they got clean sheet against Wolves and Leicester, which is really quite good, really, isn't it? And if they can get clean sheets against Wolves and Leicester, then Fulham, they're getting a clean sheet, right? Sheffield United, definitely clean sheet there. Aston Villa, potential for a clean sheet there. Obviously, they're at home. So yeah, I am going to look towards the West Ham defence in the near future after they've. After they've played City, after they've played Liverpool, I think game week 8, I bring in Vladimir Kufal. That's maybe me thinking a little bit too far in ahead. Things do change very quickly in FPL, but that's where I'm thinking right now. And then I will stop having this problem of trying to decide the best of the worst defenders, and have an option that is actually got some really nice fixtures, and I can actually be confident. So every other week, be very confident in my third defender, if you like, because it would be a third defender. Robertson will play every single week, Chilwell will play every single week, and then I've just got to decide on a third defender who's going to play. And Kufal, 50% of those games look absolutely splendid, and fixtures that you could be really confident in. And there's not too many fixtures right now. There's not too many players right now that you can actually be confident in. Playing when there are only 4.5 million defenders, because there's not a lot of clean sheets going about. So yeah, it's tricky. But I think that's me done with hyping up Kufal just enough. I know a few of you guys have gone for Kufal in your team already, and I'm wishing you guys good luck, because we're all going to be part of the Kufal gang together before long. Looking forward to that. Why are you not having Bruno in your team? I can't have everyone. Yeah, you could ask me why do I not have so many players in my team, but the fact is that I can't have every single player. Who goes out for Bruno? Son, I would prefer Son. Salah, I prefer Salah. I could bring down Kane to a cheaper player and put the money in midfield, but then I prefer Kane anyway. Who do I prefer, James Rodriguez or Bruno? Probably, even if they're the same price, probably still just. It'll be tough. If James Rodriguez and Bruno were the same price, it would be a tough decision. So that's why I don't have Bruno in my team, because, quite frankly, there are other players that I prefer to have. Play Kilman or Joel Wood. That's tough. I think you probably go for. I don't want to call that. There's some real tough decisions right now, guys. Would I bring Rodriguez in on a wild card? Yeah, I think I probably would, to be fair. Do I think Lacazette will play? Possibly, yeah. I'm not 100% he'll play, but I think he probably would play. But I wouldn't really want to be bringing in Lacazette into my fantasy team, I don't think. Anshul Sankari has correctly identified that I am an Arsenal fan, and I don't even have a single Arsenal player. Well, I'm playing to win, guys. Primarily, the important thing is that we get points in FPL. I can't really let my loyalties to Arsenal get in the way of my fantasy Premier League decisions. And if I was bringing in Arsenal players just because I like Arsenal, then that's bad. That's bad on you guys. I don't want I don't want to influence your guys' decisions in a bad way. I have a responsibility to you guys, so I can't be bringing in Arsenal players just because I like Arsenal players. Dereji, you've asked me when is the deadline. The deadline is in 24 minutes, guys. So everyone, 24 minutes to make any final changes to your team. Yeah, like I say, just make sure you've set your captain correctly, make sure you set your vice captain correctly, and make sure, most importantly, that your bench is in order. Particularly if you have James Rodriguez, make sure the first guy on your bench is the guy you want to come in and replace James Rodriguez if James Rodriguez does not play. Super important, guys. Super important. Which one to bench? Mitchell, Justin, or Jorginho? I would bench. I think I would probably bench Mitchell because I don't know if he's going to play for sure. Yeah, it's a tough one. I think that's sort of where I'd have to go. Although you could also bench Jorginho as well because, I don't know, maybe you could bench Jorginho as well. I would probably play Justin though. I'd probably play Justin over Kyle Walker-Peters as well. Rodriguez or Podence? I would start with Rodriguez. Start with Rodriguez. Captain Salah or Kane? Well, I'm captaining Salah. If you trust my captaincy choices, then go for Salah. If you don't, go for Kane, I guess. Choose one to... Oh, that's gone. No, choose one to start. Kyle Walker-Peters or Charlie Taylor. I would start Kyle Walker-Peters over Charlie Taylor. I would. Who's like? Yeah, lots of people asking about captains, but I mean it's on the screen, so yeah, I'm not going to keep talking about that, I guess, because it's kind of boring for you guys. Mendy or Ryan this game week? I would go for Ryan, Matt Ryan in goal this game week if I had both Mendy and Ryan. Is Zaha worth if I play 3-5-2? I prefer the 3-4-3 formation if I'm honest, but you can go for Zaha if you want to. Play Mitchell or Dallas? Tough. Maybe Mitchell just in case he does play. Yeah, I guess, guys, if you do have Mitchell in your team, even though there is a slight concern that he doesn't play because Van Aanholt is back, you could still put him on the pitch anyway and hope that if he is on the bench, he doesn't come on the pitch and get you a 1-pointer. That would be the risk that you'd be taking. Same situation with James Rodriguez. Just put him on the field. If he plays, he plays. If he doesn't, then make sure your bench option is there. Chris Groves is going for Lingard triple captain. Never seen a bolder decision in FPL in my life. So Chris Groves, if you are doing that, actually doing that, then you're a legend. If you're not doing that, you're a liar. Should I bring in Kilman? I don't think there's any rush to bring in Kilman. Chill out on that one. I think you can use your transfer in better areas than to bring in Kilman, if I'm honest. What about Sice? Sice looks like a kind of good option, I guess. He's obviously got Newcastle next, and who's the fixture? Wolves have got a nice fixture after Newcastle as well. I can't remember who Wolves play, but it's another nice fixture if memory serves. Yeah, Crystal Palace at home. So yeah, Wolves defenders do have two nice fixtures. I think it goes slightly worse after that. Yeah, Leicester away, and then Southampton at home, which could be okay. Yeah, I think I kind of do in a way want a Wolves defender, but the ones that I like are too expensive. I think if Nouri starts playing, that could be a kind of an interesting choice. But even I think he's even isn't he 5 million from memory, or is he 4.5? If he was 4.5, I'd perhaps go for him. But I think he's 5 million. So in that case, I probably wouldn't go for him. So yeah, Wolves defenders are pretty expensive. I've already got Chilwell as my expensive defender and Robertson as my expensive defender. Do I really want a third expensive defender? No. No, I don't, guys. I don't want a third expensive defender. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to swap either Ayling or Walker-Peters to Kufal in 2 game weeks' time, depending on performances. Someone's just asked me in the chat, Wildcard? That's I can't answer. If you thinking we're 20 minutes to go until deadline. If you're playing your wild card now, that is risky. That is risky because you might end up making some really, really strange decisions. Unless you've got a template in front of you ready, you know exactly who you'd put in your wildcard team. I probably wouldn't play a wildcard with 20 minutes to go because it's just not enough time to think about it properly unless you already have thought about it properly. So yeah, Mitchell, why not going to play in your opinion? Well, it was simply because Van Aanholt is back. So Mitchell has only been playing because Van Aanholt has been injured. Obviously, Van Aanholt, for years now, he's been the main first choice left back for Crystal Palace, and he's always done a fantastic job there as well. So when he is fit, you expect him to play. He is fit, so I expect him to play. Who drops out? Who's filling in at left back? It's Mitchell. So the idea is that Mitchell potentially drops out unless stuff is switched around a little bit. Maybe Van Aanholt plays left midfield, for example, in which case Mitchell probably would play. Can Mitchell potentially play at left centre back? Maybe, I don't know, but potentially, in which case again they both play. But if it's one or the other, you would always really back Van Aanholt to play over Mitchell. Not that Mitchell's played badly, but just because Van Aanholt is the main left back at the club. He's been one of their best players for years and years. He's not going to drop. Dan Bowen, no joke. I've captained Digne. Oh my god, I don't know how I feel about that, man. I mean, it's risky, but I can't say I hate it. I would never do it myself, though. I would never. You've got some balls, Dan Bowen. You've got some balls, and I like it. I like your style. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. You go for it, man. I love it. Get Van Aanholt. You could potentially get Van Aanholt. Yeah, I think he is genuinely a good player to go for right now. If you've got the budget, he's kind of expensive. Has he dropped in price, Van Aanholt, at all? Let's have a look, guys. Let's have a look at Van Aanholt. Because yeah, I mean, I guess do I have? Yeah, next game week I might have a couple of transfers spare. There's a chance I can go for Van Aanholt. Maybe. I think he's like got to be 5.8 or less. You know what? Let's just go on Crystal Palace and find Van Aanholt. He's down to 5.4. That still does seem a little bit expensive to me, but his fixtures are fantastic. Fulham away, Wolves away. Wolves are not scoring many goals at all. Leeds have started to struggle a little bit scoring goals. Burnley are not scoring goals. Newcastle aren't scoring goals. West Brom, they seem to have tailed off a little bit. After that, it's a little bit horrible. Spurs, Liverpool. But yeah, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fixtures in a row that you would say on paper, all of those are fantastic fixtures for a defender, right? So yeah, Van Aanholt is a guy I would quite like to have over these 6 fixtures, and I might think about bringing him in. I probably won't. I think I don't know if I want to spend 5.4 million on a defender. I'd rather have Chilwell at the same price, and I don't really want to upgrade one of my 4.5 million defenders to a Van Aanholt. But look at those fixtures. If you have got, Reece James, for example, in your team, and you're a bit worried you want to take out Reece James, you've got a little bit of money in the bank, Patrick Van Aanholt could be an absolute masterstroke to bring into your team right now. So yeah, that's that. So yeah, if you guys are going for Van Aanholt, absolutely go for it. I say I like it. I like that a lot. And yeah, I'm sure potentially a few of you are. Okay, McGinn versus Barkley. I always kind of prefer Barkley. Wow, the comments are flooding in right now, guys. Is there a few more people in the chat or something? 15 minutes to go. How many of you guys are there in here? Let's have a look. 700 of you guys still in here. And you've got the questions are flooding in. I guess it's sort of panic station, isn't it? If you haven't liked the stream already, by the way, guys, please do consider liking it, giving it a big thumbs up. It is really super helpful to the channel, so please do that. And yeah, like I said before, if you are new to the channel, it's the first time you're seeing my videos, please consider subscribing. It's super helpful. And I'm aiming. Can we set a subscriber goal for today? Let's have a look. How close are we to any kind of milestone? Surely we've got to be close to some kind of milestone in the subscriber count. Yeah, we could potentially push for 40,900 subscribers. All I'm going to need is 29 of you guys who aren't subscribed to subscribe right now. If you can go for that, guys, just click that subscribe button. Yeah, go for it. So 15 minutes to the deadline, guys. Not long at all. Really looking forward to the game week. And you know what? I don't know how I'm going to spend this evening because I'm playing a lot of FIFA 21. I don't know if any of you guys are playing FIFA 21. But I want to play some weekend league, and obviously I've got football on. I've got weekend league. What am I going to do with my evening? Obviously I'm streaming for you guys. Got to sort out dinner. What am I going to have for dinner? Minor problems in life, I suppose. They're first world problems, aren't they? How I'm going to spend my Friday evening. Football and FIFA is a pretty good combination, though, right, guys? Kufal or Ailing for the next 5 game weeks? Yeah, I mean Kufal. Yeah, love Kufal right now. A lot of love. Neto or Zaha? Go for Zaha. What about Ben Rama of West Ham? Yeah, no, that's also a one that's looking really nice. Potentially going for Ben Rama. Let's see how he plays against Man City, because maybe that's not the fixture that you want to be bringing in. But potentially he plays against Man City. Maybe he doesn't make a start. Maybe he comes off the bench or something. But let's have a look at him in the Premier League. Obviously, we've seen him in the championship. Someone has just put, I have Zaha, but I don't like his neck tattoos. Who's a good Zaha alternative? Okay, guys, this is obviously a big problem for a lot of us. If you have Zaha on your team, but you've just noticed that he has tattoos on his neck, and you don't like his neck tattoos, what are you going to do? That's so tough. I guess you bring in Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish has 0 tattoos on his neck. So in terms of, statistically speaking, in terms of neck tattoos alone, Grealish is the cleaner option as opposed to Zaha, who does have the neck tattoos. So he sort of falls behind in the least neck tattoos stat in that regard. So I don't know if that was a joke comment or not from Epic Nick, but if you need a neck tattoos alternative, Jack Grealish could be the man for you. Oh, okay. More questions. More of you guys. I know perhaps you've just joined the stream. About James Rodriguez. You want to talk about James Rodriguez? I would recommend starting with James Rodriguez today. I'll repeat myself from earlier, because I'm sure a lot of you guys who are now in the stream weren't here at the beginning. But basically, my logic is, or my thinking currently is, that if James Rodriguez plays, he starts the game. He plays probably, I don't know, like 60 minutes or something like that. That's enough. That's enough for us to want him in our starting 11s, right? James Rodriguez that plays 60 minutes, we would want that in our starting 11s. So that's one potential thing that happens. The other potential thing that happens is that he's not cleared for the game. If he's not cleared for the game and maybe he potentially starts on the bench for Everton, maybe he doesn't play at all for Everton. If he does start on the bench and Everton start winning, as we probably expect, Everton 2 beat Southampton, are they going to bring James Rodriguez off the bench if they're already winning? Even though James Rodriguez is supposedly nursing an injury and he's been declared not fit to start the game, I don't think he comes off the bench. So it's a case of either James Rodriguez plays or the first option on your bench plays. So you either get a starting James Rodriguez or a 0 points from James Rodriguez. He just does a quick switch to the first option on your bench, and you just get the first guy on your bench. So start with James Rodriguez is my advice. If he doesn't play, make sure the first option on your bench is a player you are comfortable with filling in for James Rodriguez if things don't go to plan, which is fine. So yeah, that's what I say on that. Obviously, we've only got 10 minutes left, so do make sure that you, like I keep saying, make sure that your bench is in order, my guys. Zaha or Grealish, please help me. Nick, you're asking me Zaha or Grealish. I've already sort of discussed Zaha versus Grealish. Grealish doesn't have neck tattoos. Zaha does have neck tattoos. So it's really a case of, do you like a player with neck tattoos, or do you prefer a player without neck tattoos? Because that's the kind of the differential between the two is the neck tattoos. So whether you like them or not, that is how you should make that decision. And I'm going to say that every time someone asks Zaha or Grealish. Decide it based on the neck tattoos. Hi mate, what's your starting lineup? I've put that on the screen now so you guys can see. That's going to be my starting lineup for this game week. No transfers for me this game week. Is White a good option? No, not really. I would prefer to have Lamptey, I think, over Ben White. same team, same chance of a clean sheet, but Lamptey is playing a lot further forward. So potential assists, he's playing pretty progressively. I quite like that. So yes, I do like Lamptey over Ben White if you're going to go for one or the other. Who to bench, Lamptey or Chilwell? I'd probably bench Chilwell over Lamptey if I'm honest. I know that's kind of controversial because Chilwell is the premium player if you like. But I probably, if it was me and I have Lamptey on my bench, I'll probably put him on. Mitro or Podence? Tough. Podence. Probably, I'd go for Podence, I think, just about. Because Crystal Palace are a really stubborn team. They do like to stop other teams from scoring. What do you think about Rashford? I like Rashford. Yeah. I got Juan Mata in for triple captain, mad fan. Please tell me you're joking. Please tell me you're not going to... You've not just brought in Juan Mata and you're going to triple captain him. Don't. You can't... I mean, I don't want to tell you how to live your lives. I will never tell it, but Epic Nick, damn, I'm funny. I started a thing. Yes, you did start a thing. It's about the neck tattoos. Only make FPL decisions based on neck tattoos. Why are you benching Walker's Crisps, also known as Kyle Walker-Peters? I'm benching him because I don't think he's going to keep a clean sheet, and I don't think he's going to get an assist either. I guess that's the simple answer. I could be wrong on that one, to be fair. I really could be wrong. Take a hit and sell Reece James this game week. If you're gonna get rid of Reece James and you could bring in someone really nice like Van Aanholt, you know what? I would if I had Reece James in my team right now. I think I would even take a hit to bring in Van Aanholt. I think that's really a transfer I like the sound of. I mean, I've not done enough research really to tell you that with certainty, but just thinking off the top of my head, the fixtures that Crystal Palace have got, the attacking potential that Van Aanholt offers, the potential of Van Aanholt playing sort of further forward in midfield, despite the fact he's listed as a defender, Crystal Palace are being just trying to stop other teams from scoring right now, being really stubborn in defence. Van Aanholt, the more I think about it, the more I want. Sheriff Gabba, don't waste time on neck tattoos and answer people asking for advice. Well, some people want advice on neck tattoos. I've got to respect everyone's everyone has different questions. Some people are asking about neck tattoos. I can't treat some people better than others. No, sorry, maybe I have gone on a little bit, taken that joke a little bit too far. You're all here for fantasy advice at the end of the day. Straight face, serious face on. 7 minutes to deadline. Let's answer some serious questions. Oh no, someone's just asked Zaha or Grealish. Don't do this to me. I'm not talking about Zaha or Grealish and their neck tattoos anymore. We're done. Okay, Jorginho or Barnes in the starting 11. I would probably go for Harvey Barnes in my starting 11 over Jorginho. Captain Salah or Kane. I'm going for Kane. I'm going for Salah, sorry, but I do think Kane is going to be a good option as well. So don't be afraid of captaining Kane. Go trust your gut. They're both good options. Grealish or Barkley or both. I would have both. If I had both, I'd be pretty happy with that. Bench Mitchell or Chilwell. I would bench Mitchell probably on that one, I think. Just because I'm not sure that Mitchell's going to start. James Rodriguez or Bissouma. Start with James Rodriguez, guys, and then make sure your first bench option is ready to go just in case Rodriguez does not play. A lot of people asking about more pay captain. There's if you really want to take a risk, a high risk, high reward captain, then more pay is that. But he's not a safe choice. And if it doesn't go right, you can't say, damn it, I thought it was guaranteed points there. It's not guaranteed points at all. So yeah, it's a risk. If you accept the risk, then go for more pay. But no, I'd prefer to go for a safe option. Salah, Kane, Son, Mane, potentially Aguero, potentially Sterling. Those are the guys I'm looking at mostly. Grealish or Barkley for long term. Grealish you would say is a better long term option, I would say. When will DCL stop delivering? Hopefully never, as long as he's in my team. Salah or Mane captain, up to you. I prefer Salah. Captain Robertson, no, I probably wouldn't captain a defender, but you can do. I mean, it's a good fixture for a defender, I guess. So maybe you could captain Robertson. If I was going to captain any defender in the entire league, in this particular game week, it would be Robertson, but no, I would prefer to go for a midfielder or a forward. Do you hate how well Kane is doing as an Arsenal fan? Of course I do. Of course I do. I wish it was Aubameyang doing the same sort of bits that Kane is doing, but what can you do? Good on Kane for really pulling it out, and good on I guess Mourinho for getting Kane playing. Why Salah over Kane? Because Salah gets more points for the same output. He gets more points for clean sheets, he gets more points for goals, and he's playing at home. And Sheffield United are on paper the worst team than Burnley. So that's why Salah over Kane. Just all those reasons. I know Kane is in better form than Salah is, but all of those other factors added together make me prefer Salah, personally anyway. Gareth Bale, I would not be going for too quickly. Mad Fad, what about leg tattoos? Who should I consider? Let me do some research for next video, and we'll talk about some leg tattoos. We'll see who has the best tattoos in the Premier League, and maybe we'll think about bringing them in. It's James Rod, J Rod. I don't like J Rod. People call him James Rodriguez. J Rod, maybe Hamrod. We could call James Rodriguez Hamrod if you like. Hamrod, I think Hamrod is probably like 50-50 going to start, 50-50. So yes, put him in your starting 11 in your fantasy teams, but make sure your bench is in order. We've got a few, we've got just a few minutes left, guys. Probably even less for you guys because I know there's a slight stream delay. So guys, I do want to make sure that all of you guys are going to your fantasy, whether you're on your computer right now, open up the fantasy tab on your computer and have a look at your team. Whether you're on your mobile phones right now, bring up your mobile phone in front of your face, go to the FPL app. It's time to make sure our benches are in the right order. It's time to make sure that our starting 11 is the correct starting 11. It's time to make sure our captains and vice captains are the correct guys. We're very happy with our captain. We're very happy with our backup captain, just in case things don't go to plan. Let's all together now go onto our phones. Bring up your phones, guys, and let's make sure everything is looking good. I mean, I don't really need to do it because I've got it in front of me right now, but let's, like I said, we've only got a minute. Make sure everything is correct. I'm not going to distract you. I'm going to try not to answer any questions. It's too late for questions, guys. There's not enough time for questions now. But make sure you're happy. Any questions on Wildcard, you're too late. If final transfer decisions, it's too late for it. You're going to make a stupid decision if you're only starting to think about it now. So go with what you think you were already planning on doing. Make that decision. Someone's asked, why do I like Arsenal? Growing up, I really liked Thierry Henry. He was sort of the star of the Premier League when I was growing up, and I thought it was amazing, and that's why I support Arsenal. And my dad sort of likes Arsenal as well. He's a Man City fan, but he also he does like Arsenal as well, so I guess that helps. Let's make sure you guys are doing your teams right now. How old are you? Old enough to remember when Thierry Henry was playing in the Premier League. Kyle Walker-Peters or Souček first bench option. I would go for Kyle Walker-Peters probably. Podence or Pulisic. Pulisic definitely, man. Put Pulisic on the pitch over Podence. Kane or Son for captain. Go for Kane, I would say. Barkley or Podence. Any news on Greenwood? There's a good chance that Greenwood starts. Any other final questions that I can try and squeeze in? My team is set. I just want your thoughts on Havertz. I'm not sure about Havertz as an FPL option. I do like him as a player, but I'm not fully convinced by him as an FPL option yet, just because there's so many attacking outlets at Chelsea right now and they can't all score. So that's what I don't like. 30 seconds to go, guys. Probably even less. Zaha is there an FPL, mate? Yes. Go for Zaha. Bench Basuma or Bamford? Bench Basuma. He's always a bench option, isn't he? Although you could... actually, that's a tough question. It's too late. It's too late for these questions. -8. Someone's asking me if you actually take a -8. The deadline's passed, guys. That's it. Oh. Guys. That's it. The deadline has passed. We are done. I hope you guys are all sorted. I hope all your teams are sorted. I hope your bench is in the right order. I hope you're happy with your captains. Well done, guys. We got through the stress once again of the minutes leading up to a deadline in Fantasy Premier League. We did it, guys. Another stressful, final hour before deadline is complete. Good luck, everyone. I'm going to stick around for 5 minutes. And then I'm going to play a little bit of FIFA before the game. Yeah, I'm interested to know, guys, who did you go for captain in the end? So everyone in the chat who is still here, who is still joining me, good luck. But who have you all gone for captain? I want to hear, guys, from you. And yeah, let's see what the general consensus is right now. What are you guys going for? I'm curious. I really am curious. Because I've gone for Salah, but I don't think Salah was the obvious pick. I do think Kane was also a really good pick. I do think, like I said, Son, Mane, really good picks. Maybe some of you guys have gone for Man City players as well. I know you can't change your teams anymore, but you know, let's see. We've got Kane. We've got quite a lot of Salahs actually. You know what? Salah seems to be the main choice, but a few people have gone for Kane as well. Someone's triple captain Morpay here. Babin Joshi's gone triple captain Morpay. Vinicius, Jimenez, you've gone for. A few Sons, mostly Salahs. Yeah, a couple of more plays in here. We've got Mane, Salah. You know what? Salah seems to be the main choice. Yeah, loads and loads of Salahs, guys. So, okay, interesting. Andrew Sinya, Salah, obviously. Kirabel Aman, Salah! So, yeah, a lot of people going for Salah. Went for Mane, but it was too late, so it's Son. I honestly, Lesedi, You've gone for Son accidentally over Mane. I don't think you need to be worried about that. I think Son is a great pick. You know, a few people gone for everyone going for Salah. Aguero. Alazar's gone for Aguero. Felaguna here gone for Salah. Lacazette hat trick. You think so? I would like that, but as an Arsenal fan, I would love it if Lacazette got a hat trick, even though he's not in my team. Went for Kane because he was rested during the week. That's an interesting point. Although, Salah and Mane, they only played, I think it was something like 59, 60 minutes midweek as well. And that was on Tuesday or Wednesday. Can't remember now what day they played. Yeah, but yeah, I think it was Wednesday actually. I think. Confusing myself now. Yeah, but anyway, obviously they did get a little bit of a rest as well, so nothing to worry about there. Salah could be a good captaincy pick. But yeah, there's some differentials from you guys here as well. Some Grealish. We've got another triple captain on Morpay. Wow. Good luck, guys, for you. Those of you triple captain Morpay. That could be really interesting if that comes off. Havertz. Oh, interesting. Werner. Yeah, okay. Salah. Loads and loads of Salahs. Yeah. Lots of. Yeah, I think, okay, so basically what we're learning here today is that pretty much it may be a case of like 50% of FPL managers this game week have gone for Salah as captain. He is that popular this game week. It's interesting that. So if you guys have gone for someone who isn't Salah and Salah blanks, you guys are going to shoot up in the ranks. If you have gone for someone who isn't Salah and Salah blanks, you're eating. You're going to be doing very well. So yeah, exciting times. But then again, on the other hand, if you've gone for someone else and Salah scores, 2 goals and an assist, you might be in trouble. You might be in trouble. Okay, Trossard captain. Wow. Gareth Bale. What? Mark Greaves. You keep asking me Gareth Bale or Gareth Barry. Who's got the best tattoos? That's my answer. Any questions for the rest of the stream? Who to go for? You pick the player with the best tattoos. That's going to become an inner joke on the FPL channel now, isn't it? Who's got the best tattoos? Love your content, mate. Best FPL fan channel in my opinion. Oh, thank you, man. I'm glad you're enjoying the content. Even though my lighting in this room is absolutely awful, probably my lighting in general is pretty bad, isn't it? I need to improve that. Salah better not blank. Yeah, you're telling me he really better not blank. Semedo or Lamptey, you're a bit too late for transfers there, man. Or swaps in your team. The deadline has passed, so we're locked in. I didn't have much money for Grealish. Who would be a better pick? Maybe Barkley. If you want to just go for if you're looking for an Aston Villa midfielder and you can't afford Grealish, then Barkley's the obvious option, isn't it? I need this week to get me some great points. Me too, man. Let's try and get some good points all together. I think we got a good chance at some points here. Genuinely, I'm looking at this team in front of me right now. My team. I think we could get some points. I think we've got a really good chance of another big game week. I think we could do some good one. Captain Grealish, some people, that's a bit crazy. I can't believe so many people are captaining Grealish this game week. It seems like, I don't know, have I missed something? But that kind of seems like an odd decision. Dina has got the best tattoos, Abir reckons. Is that right? Well, if Dina's got the best tattoos, then you better bring him in your team. You've got some Dele Alli facial hair going on, son for captain. You know what? That's why. That's because Dele Alli, he grew up in Milton Keynes, which is not too far from where I live. So maybe we're related. I know actually a few people who have actually met Dele Alli, at parties and stuff. Apparently he wasn't very nice. Maybe in his younger days. He's probably grown up since then. But yeah, apparently he was a bit arrogant maybe. But never mind. How come you've got Morpay instead of Bamford or Jimenez? I mean, look at Morpay's fixture, and I won't say anything more than that. Wow. West Brom at home is a fantastic fixture for a striker. A really fantastic fixture for a striker. Much love from Singapore. It's 1:30 AM here. Go to bed, man. Thank you for joining me on the stream, of course, but yeah, go to bed. Bedtime. Oh, actually, it's a Friday night. You do what you want. It's party time, right? Interrupt Hunter. You're insane, best FPL YouTuber. Thank you so much, guys. Well, you in particular, but no, thank you so much, everyone. Got 2 free transfers now. Woo! Spend. Yes, I love it. 2 free transfers is such a nice thing to have. So yeah, I'm so happy to take 2 free transfers into next game week, and also at the same time be happy with my team. It's excellent. 2 free transfers, and I'm happy with my team. It's the situation you want to be in FPL, isn't it? So yes, guys, I am going to wrap it up here. Thank you guys who have stuck around for the end of this stream. Really awesome for all of you guys to join me today. Thank you so much for watching. Basically wishing all of you really, really fantastic luck in this game week. I hope you all really, really smash it, and I hope you guys will join me on Monday, where we will do a reaction stream on Monday directly after the, is it Spurs against Burnley? That's the final game on Monday, isn't it? So directly after that game finishes, I will be streaming again. So please do make sure you join me for that. If you enjoyed the stream today, please do like the stream before you leave. And if you're new around here, please do consider subscribing as well. I know I said I could get close to 40,900 subscribers. And we need 4 more subscribers to reach that goal of 40,900. So if 4 more guys could subscribe before you leave, that would be so appreciated. Turn notifications on, of course, if you fancy it. But yes, thank you so much for watching. Good luck to everyone this game week, and I am going to leave it there and go play some FIFA and then go watch the game, and hopefully see you all guys on Monday. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you later.